If the world of gaming is like an examination, then bosses are the cheating bullies who sit down with calculators stapled behind their ears and the entire Encyclopedia Britannica scrawled on their massive stinking hands. It's with this infuriating fact in mind that we've gathered together 8 of our most cheek-gnawing, screen-spitting, developer-strangling bosses on PlayStation. First up is Commander Olrox from Castlevania Lords of Shadows, who's a big, cheaty, regenerating cheater. Recharging health is one of the cheapest tricks in the big book of being a balls boss, and during the last stage of the Olrox battle, the satanic half-breed uses the bodies of lycanthropes to restore his health. Get off, you lazily designed swine! At least we get to make pretty patterns with his blood once he's dead. That always calms us down. Next up is Galactus from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. This pan-dimensional dustbin of douche out-cheats Street Fighter 4's Seth as the cheatiest boss in fighting game history, packing talentless, unblockable hand claps and insto-death attacks that would even have Wolverine reaching for the painkillers. Award yourself a space biscuit, Galactus. You're in possession of the power cosmic and you still can't win without cheating. Give yourself a round of applause. Guess what's next on the menu? Really angry pudding! Chef Antoine from Dead Rising 2 would be annoying enough if he was just a pan-spanging, crockery-chucking gastro-Nazi, but every time you chip away at his health, he waddles away and stuffs his bloated face with delicious healing man-flesh. Couple this with the shonky Dead Rising controls and some annoying dialogue, and you have a recipe for furiously boiling your own face in hot fat. We hope you choke, Antoine! We're heading into the gorgeous world of Final Fantasy XIII now, the grand setting for titanic battles against despotic madmen, angry monsters and humongous warships. And in the case of Gigantor, a big, stupid, smiley-faced courgette beast. The first time we fought Gigantor, we thought he was some kind of a giant bogling cactus joke. But not only is he real, he's really hard thanks to his hugely overpowered 10,000 needle attack. In fact, he's so tough that to beat him, you need to complete the game and revisit him on a levelled up second playthrough. Stupid gyrating cactus, stop mocking us! Off to the otherwise flawless Shambhala of Uncharted 2 next, for a showdown with main uber-villain Zoran Lazarevich. We've traversed the world in search of treasures and experienced betrayal at the hands of our closest, or at least hottest, friend. So how did we end up playing kiss chase in a leafy glade with a man that looks like an action man that's been left on the cooker? If that's not bad enough, the only way to defeat him is by using the exploding resin from the Tree of Life. We hate sappy endings. Sappy endings. Like tree sap. Yes!
It is time to end this.
Normally, we shake our fists at the heavens when we face truly maddening boss battles, but in God of War 3 we can't even do that. Zeus is king of the gods, and the man Kratos calls Dada, and he's cheaty in a way that only the most powerful beard in Olympus can be. You have to batter his Santa Claus ass through 4 separate stages to defeat him, each one more unfair than the last. Well, all except for the last one, where you pummel him into a matted lump of white hair and god mints for as long as you need to make the bad thoughts go away, which in our case could be weeks. Have another fist, Pops. We're heading into the big leagues of idiot bosses now with Killzone 2's Colonel Radek. Call us cynical, but it seemed a lot like developer Guerrilla made a beautiful but short game and then at the end thought, what can we do to drag this out a little bit longer? The answer being a final boss so cheaty and maddening he can be seen from orbit. After you chew through Radek's mean personal guard, the man himself is a deadening mix of stabbing, machine gun fire and every time you get him in your sight, sodding teleportation. Teleportation! The final insult is that there's even a trophy for killing him in under 20 minutes, proving that making him into a giant agonising ball ache was no accident. Purely for disappointment value, top spot goes to the psychotic ending to the otherwise amazing Dead Space 2. For a game designed with such a depth of invention and imagination, to resort to a cloudy brain fog, it's all in your mind final boss is a lot like ending a note-perfect rendition of a Verdi aria with a 5-minute belch. We didn't drill our own eyes out for this. A note for all developers everywhere. Bosses need to be made out of more than screaming death children and symbolism. Otherwise, they're rubbish. And relax. That's all the hatred we've got time for today, but we're almost certain to be back with some more very soon.